A goose.
I see it. I see him in my binoculars.
Today we have a great group of kids coming to walk Sapsucker Woods trails with us.
And we've decided that the goal of this walk is going to be focusing on observation. So we want the kids to get out there and use their sense of sight and hearing to connect to nature and start asking questions. We brought the kids together, we had them get in a circle and share what they thought were good rules for being out on the trail. That way, if we need to remind them of the rules along the way, it's something that they came up with themselves. What do you think are some things that we need to do so we can be really good explorers? Yeah, what are you thinking?
Stay on the trail.
Stay on the trail, that's perfect. Yeah, what about you?
Don't leave the group.
Don't leave the group.
That's
Absolutely.
a great point. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you guys be a sandwich. I'm gonna be a piece of bread and Kelly's gonna be a piece of bread. And you guys can be all the yummy mixings in our sandwich. And you don't want a sandwich to be floppy and get all over the place, right? No, so we're gonna have our sandwich stay nice and close together so we can all see the same thing and hear the same things. Cheese, meat, mustard,
Salami. Salami's a good one.
One of the first activities I love to do when taking kids outside is to have them develop their observational skills. I have them close their eyes and then just listen to the world around them. Great, so I'm gonna have everybody stay quiet, but you can open your eyes now.
There are a lot of bird sounds.
You guys hear a lot of birds, absolutely. What else? Yeah.
The bridge in the distance. I heard footsteps.
You heard your footsteps?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
After we have them focus on general observation, we like to kind of bring it back and have them focus in on more specific skills, and one of the ways we do that is through an activity called Radar Ears. We are going to try and be a little bit like owls right now. So you know how owls have those really cool round faces? That's because it pushes the sound right to their ears, right? So there's something that we can do to be a little bit more like owls, and we can make ourselves some radar ears. So we can cup our hands behind our ears, and if you push your ears forward a little bit, you can start telling the directions that sounds come from. So I'm gonna walk behind you all. And does my voice sound different from back here than when I was in front? Yeah, so let's use our radar ears for a second. Turn around, see if you can find a direction that you think there are some birds hiding. What did you hear?
I heard a bird over there. I couldn't identify the sound,
But you could tell what direction it was in? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Binoculars are really magical tools, but if you hand them to the kids too soon, you can end up with kind of this scattered group of kids who are looking in a million different directions. So if you go through a series of activities that get them focusing in on their observational skills, they're more likely to treat the binoculars with respect and to be paying attention to the activities that we're doing. By giving them this chance to see things in greater detail, you're also opening up a whole new world of questions. So kids get excited about learning about the outdoors. They start asking their own questions, and that opens the doorway to all sorts of cool inquiry projects that you can do.
Nice holes that we have in bark.
I noticed tiny ones down there in the lawn.
Yeah, the fallen tree we have down there. We have a lot of little tiny holes. What do we think made those?
Woodpecker.
Woodpecker. And what do you think the woodpecker made? Why do you think the woodpecker made those?
Because that's how it eats. They pick up the bark and then they kind of open it up and then they eat all the bark.
Yeah, that's exactly right. On the trail today, we observed sap wells made by a yellow-bellied sapsucker. Though I may know the answer to this, I opened up the question to the kids, what do you think these holes are? And then they started brainstorming ideas. Maybe it's due to insect damage, maybe it's due to birds. I followed through with those questions and asked them, well, how can we find out who made these holes? And then they start brainstorming inquiry projects from there of observational studies or being able to do some background research. And that's where we really want to open up the inquiry process and that investigative spirit in them.
Even if you know the right answer, providing that right away shuts down discussion. And so you want to leave it open to the kids to look for evidence, find clues, and make conjectures. When you're outside with kids, it's important to share your enthusiasm. I might have seen a Canada goose 100 times, but my kids might not have. So when I'm outside, it's not just a Canada goose, it's a Canada goose!
A goose.
What's it doing?
It's just sitting down. Looks like it might be sitting on a nest.
Oh, maybe. That's a good spot for a nest, don't you think?
Oh, now I can kind of see it from here.
Yeah.
Right there.
Don't be afraid to get outside.
And be sure to share your experiences with us. Happy birding!